Buckle up, you bastards. You're about to listen to another episode of Very Late with Blackbrainz and Sadgodzuki. Get ready for uninformed opinions about video games, hood politics, and rambling tangents.
What's up?
And we back, young Zuki.
What's up?
It's been a long ass time. It's been a whole ass month. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm very good. I've been streaming. I've been doing some content. I may or may not have dunked on a group, a coalition. I may or may not have made a video about that. I think you watched it.
I think I was in it.
I think you were in it. That's right. And let me tell you, those guys are never picking on us again. We don't like bullies around here.
Nope.
No.
No use.
No use. Yo, man, what have you learned in the month hiatus that we have? You know, what have you gotten up to? What's new?
What's new?
Yeah. You been self-improving?
Yeah, I guess. Working.
Damn.
Crying. No, I'm not about
Nah, you can't be crying, man. Please. Please, sir. Well, that's good. And I'm trying to get on my path of self-improvement as well. Zuki, as you know, I got angry when I saw Turkey Tom's gym progress video, or his fucking post or whatever, where he's flexing his chicken arms. So I started going back to the gym because I need to defeat him when the impending video about me is made. When I hit 1 million subs and of course his fucking lanky ass makes a video about me, I gotta be swole. I gotta be ready to fucking be like Sundowner from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, chop in half. So that's why I'm self-improving, out of spite, out of pure hatred. And speaking of someone with a lot of hate in their heart, we have a very special guest. We have
Wow.
we have the lovely FuschiaButters.
Someone with a lot of hate in
Yes.
their heart. I mean,
How are you, miss?
fair.
How you doing?
There was much hate.
I've seen many of your videos, and rarely are they positive. They are a lot of things, but
give me one example of there being hate in my heart.
oh shit, I don't know. The long form skits of numerous characters inflicting violence on others and on one another.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, we be known. I am a fan of you. Zuki doesn't know who the fuck you are, but but I like you shit. I always have.
Oh, Zuki doesn't know who I am.
That's our
All right, then
dynamic.
you should show him the clip from the Godzilla Kong episode where
Oh shit, I got.
White comes up to the
Oh
door.
shit, we definitely have to send that to him. That's the
an awful
dynamic,
joke.
though.
That was a terrible one. I
Yeah.
kind of wish I didn't do that one, but it's
Wait,
still funny.
wait. Did it allude to King Kong being a black man?
No. I wasn't do that.
It wasn't deep enough.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't do that shit.
What a
my
fucking
God.
roaring start! Like, Butters, are you racist? It's the first question.
I made a racial joke, but I didn't make a joke like that.
Yeah.
Why not? That would have been funny.
Damn, he got you
Oh
there.
my
He
God.
got you there. God damn it. So, Butters, before we start, for any of the audience who are not familiar with your work, can you give us a quick rundown of what you do and who you are?
Hey, well, as Black knows, but I can't just call you Black.
You
I'm
can
gonna
call me
Brainz.
Brainz. Brainz is
I
short.
call you.
Yeah, everyone calls me
Just
Brainz.
call
You call me Black?
It's gonna make me-
I'm a black.
Is FuschiaButters racist? Yes.
So as Brainz knows, I am a YouTuber occasionally, I guess.
Part-time.
I should upload more.
Part-time YouTuber.
But I've done the Butter Show, which has about, I believe, 18 episodes on my channel, FuschiaButter, and that was the main switcheroo from what I was originally doing, which was like pseudo commentary and solo videos. I hated commentary. I hated commentary immensely. I did it only 3 times, and I don't even think any of those videos are still around anymore. I think some people re-uploaded them. I don't know why.
They never forget.
But-
No one ever forgets anything you do. As a
Yeah, sometimes they'll get like fucking just like the occasional reply of just like, what about this thing you said in this drama video 3 fucking years ago? I'm like, dude, I am busy
you could,
dealing with trans bottoms. I don't give a shit anymore.
how are we 5 minutes into this episode and you've already invoked trans bottoms?
Yeah, that's gonna come up a lot.
I knew that was gonna come up.
I did too, but I didn't think it would be this fast and this aggressively.
It's gonna be the first thing we talked about.
Damn.
But so I'll circle back to that topic in a second. but so yeah, I've been doing the Butter Show, which is like video games and movies and shows, and it's just in like a skit format. I'm going to be sort of probably trying to shift it a bit so it's more or less than like a full-on review and more like the characters watching or playing whatever the hell they're doing.
Right.
The videos fucking take forever to make. They take so much work. But other than that, I am also a published author, and I have a book out that is titled Orphan Veiled Astray, and it's pretty fucking cool, and I will make Brainz put a link to it in the description.
I absolutely will. I absolutely will. I'm scared of this woman. I will do that.
So, going back to the previous topic, I one of the questions I get a lot with comments or whatever is because I mentioned I was considering it in the past before, is people asking if I'd get vocal surgery.
Right.
And that's something that people ask me all the time because I mentioned it like a few times. But I don't necessarily think I will. If anything, I will attempt voice training, and if I can do it, I can. If I can't, it's whatever. I don't really have an issue with my voice. It is very distinct.
Yeah, honestly, like, you know, I commend you for that. Like, obviously, you're experiencing, you know, the like just the whole spectrum of your identity and your changes and everything. So I think that that's wonderful that you're comfortable with your voice and who you are, and it's your choice to do so.
I'm an enigma. It confuses some people because
what now?
Because well, yeah, that's why I restarted. I'm like, okay, hang on, you have to say this word correctly.
You're a nigga? Oh shit, I didn't know.
I am an enigma because I am comfortable with my voice, not so comfortable with my Adam's apple or my face. My face isn't even that bad. It's just I wish I had a little less masculine qualities, but fucking whatever. But so it's those two things that bother me. My genitalia and my voice do not, and that confuses people.
Right.
But my voice has started bothering me less and less, and then it really stopped bothering me kind of recently, like completely.
Yeah.
Because you want to know a secret?
What?
Apparently, trans bottoms really like it.
Oh shit.
I won't go into details, but my voice apparently does shit for people.
Well, I mean, yeah, you do have a very kind of like deep register, so like I can
I'm not
understand
over here like James Earl Jones, but it's down there.
Yeah, but you have a bassier register, so I can see how.
I mean, I have the vocal range too.
Yeah.
It's not like it's permanently stuck this way. Like fucking some people still find out and don't know that I voice pretty much all the characters on the show, except, you know, Lubot and Phoebe. But I'm about to start doing them too because I don't like AI, and my stance has changed seriously over the last fucking year, and I just don't feel comfortable using the AI GLaDOS voice for Phoebe and Lubot anymore.
You don't like Allen Iverson?
Allen Iverson?
Just stick a Zuki.
I don't even know who that is.
God damn it! What the fuck, Zuki? Allen Iverson is a basketball player. He is a very notable basketball player.
Okay, I see.
My man is fucking with you.
I'm sorry. But it's just I have to take his like
he saw the opportunity.
About another trans person.
He saw the opportunity.
This fucker over here. So, Butters, do you like black people?
Yeah, that's most of my questions on the pad. Is like, are you down with the culture? Do you like black people? Would you get box braids? Those are most of the questions I have written down.
Would I get what?
Oh shit! Okay, you're not down with the culture. Let's cross that out.
So, Allen Iverson controversial because he had box braids.
He did. Yeah, they're a style of braids that black people occasionally get, and occasionally white people, and it's very funny when white people do it.
Yeah.
No, you should get like French braids or something like that, or like
Dutch braids.
Or Dutch braids, yeah.
Which looks like box braids on white people. I think. Well, I don't. What's the difference between a French braid and a Dutch braid and a box braid?
I think a French braid's wider than a box braid, and the Dutch braid is shorter than the French braid. Pretty sure.
You see, the braids are plaits, but they put names to this shit.
Shit.
That's all foreign technology.
Yeah, we just want you to get cornrows, Butters. We want you to wear the wave cap. You're tapped in now, my nigga. This girl about this life.
They get face buns.
Yeah.
Go through the whole Animal Crossing.
Yeah, exactly. Thing. Nah, we'll vouch for you though. We'll say nah. She's like Logic. She's just really light.
She can rock space. To be fair, everybody can rock space buns though. Like there was not black people claiming space buns on the Animal Crossing.
Actually, Princess Leia rocked them shits.
Because to keep it a buck, black people don't play Animal Crossing.
Facts. Facts. My man preaching.
Right, they don't play Animal Crossing, but they play Spider-Man 2 on the PS5.
Yeah. We play. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say I play those games. I play Shin Megami Tensei, but most black people play.
That's your white side.
Yeah, most black people play game with gun, game with ball, or AAA game. That's how they do.
Game with gun or game with ball.
That's how I do.
the only out of the box RPG black people play is Final Fantasy because they had PlayStation.
Yes, yes.
Fair enough.
Most niggas play Final Fantasy, but show me a nigga who's playing fucking Xenoblade Chronicles. They don't exist.
The British ones.
The Roadmen.
Man on the road, yeah.
Bro, I was playing this mod game called Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Jeez. It's gas, man. I was playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's gas, man. It's mad. I desperately want to see fucking UK drug dealers talking about like Switch RPGs now. Just going, shit, man, it's Greece. So that brings me to one of my questions here, Butter. When it comes to video games, like what are some games you really enjoy? Like what are your kind of comfort games, or what are games that really stuck with you?
My two comfort games are Destiny 2 and Bloodborne. And the main games that I find myself playing are Souls games.
Hell yeah.
Or Souls likes. I've beaten Dark Souls 3. I've beaten Bloodborne. I've almost beaten Dark Souls 1.
Like the remaster or like the vanilla version?
The remaster.
Yeah.
I haven't played Dark Souls 2. I've played some Elden Ring. A couple of other things. As for Souls likes, Lies of P, I just started playing that shit.
Nice.
Lies of P slaps.
It does.
That game goes real hard. But
It's making me mad, but it's very good.
I mean, they're so I've been wanting forever another Xenoverse game, another Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Yeah.
With like the updated graphic style of the modern Dragon Ball games, just because the old Xenoverse 2 is all glossy and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. They just refuse to do anything Dragon Ball that I want. They just won't do Xenoverse 3. They won't do more Super. They just do Daima, and I that made me sad when I saw that trailer.
Oh, that did hurt because they like basically just full stopped adapting Super.
I was like, cool, Dragon Ball babies.
Yeah.
Man, what I wanted to see though is like the Kakarot game is amazing. I want them to remake Kakarot, but from Dragon Ball, where you playing this young Goku.
Ooh, that would actually be dope.
I think they did a DLC with that,
with like early Goku missions.
But it's the last martial art tournament.
Yeah,
like
it's like fighting Piccolo. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but with Kid Goku would be so sick.
With Kid Goku beating up Bulma's car.
My phases throughout the year tend to be pretty similar. When it comes to gaming, usually, but now it's out of fucking whack because this year we're not getting another Pokemon game. We're getting DLC for Scarlet and Violet, which I already don't really like Scarlet and Violet that much, so I don't know if that's going to really work its way into me playing it. But my schedule before everything got all fucked with everything was usually just new Destiny DLC would come out. That would be my life for about 3 months, and then the next season I'd play a lot, and then the next 2 I'd taper off until the next DLC comes out. And then Pokemon would come out in November or December. I'd get the new Pokemon. I'd either play it all the way through or play some of it, stop, and then finish it a few months later. And then in the summer and the fall, I play Bloodborne. That has been a recurring theme for the last like 4 or 5 years. I've just done that.
Nice.
And then whatever else works its way in there is whatever else works its way in there. But I think my favorite game that I've played this year probably has to be the Dead Space remake.
I gotta play that because it looked really good.
It's good. Yeah. It's really fucking good.
I'm always wary with remakes, but like it looked very good. Yeah.
It's on Game Pass too.
Oh hell yeah!
It fixes all the issues from the first game, really. Like any of the issues with like some of the controls,
like technical issues, mostly
things, technical things, lighting, some of the scares, some of the weapons. It's great.
Hell yeah!
Great fucking remake, fucking stellar. And I really want them to remake the second one. And then remake the third one to be a proper Dead Space game because the third one is
no, the third one is a very bad Gears of War game.
Yes, Gears of War game.
Yes, but
the third one
Look, Gears of War, like at least like the first two are a very guilty pleasure of mine. I have very fond memories. But would I ever say that those games are good? No.
Yes.
Gears of War 2 has such a dog shit campaign, and conversely, well, Gears of War 1 has a bad multiplayer. The multiplayer's ass in Gears 1. The campaign's very good.
The campaign was good.
Yeah.
But you telling me you didn't like when it was the last dude on the team, you could talk shit on your mic, you just look down and you start beating him up and he can't skip the execution.
That was definitely enjoyable. But actually, most of my memories with Gears 2 were like playing with friends, like horde mode. You know, that was a lot of my time in that game. But even still, I will defend those games. Not the rest of them though. The rest of them are dog shit. But
hey, wait, you didn't like 3?
No, fuck no.
That had Ice-T.
Yeah, he was terrible at that shit. Look, you guys can stay here one night. That nigga just plays himself in everything.
That's like going, what? You don't like Nitara from Mortal Kombat 1?
Yeah.
She's voiced by Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sure is.
Yes, she sure is.
Hey, Nitara was harder on you.
Oh, damn.
Because Megan Fox is terrible at everything.
Not
everything.
Nah, she was very good at being a stripper in Bad Boys. Or was that Bad Boys 2 that she was a stripper in that? Yeah.
I don't think that counts.
And I'm sure she was very good at convincing people to let her strip in Bad Boys 2.
Yeah.
Damn, that's out of pocket, but I don't even care. I don't even. She made her bed.
Yeah, because I played every Souls game, like Dark Souls 1 to Demon Souls, to like every Souls game that came out.
I've been playing the Demon Souls remake.
I beat all of them but Demon Souls because I never owned the PlayStation 3.
Get a PS5 and play the remake.
I'm not getting a PS5.
Why?
I have an Xbox and a PC.
L.
Damn.
Also, I had a PS4 and I didn't like the direction Sony's going.
Yeah, that's fair.
PS4
And I only got the PS4.
The PS4 was dog shit. That system fucking crippled my faith in Sony. Like, they only won because the Xbox One was basically incompetent.
Well, yeah, they released the Xbox One in a wheelchair and were like, nah, you guys like the Kinect, right? And everyone was like, no. And fucking Microsoft just went, shit. Errors have been made.
It appears we have no other games.
Well, we need to rethink because we haven't been working.
Yeah.
Also, the Sony first party is exclusive. They're not as good as they used to be back then.
Yeah, the only one that is really worth your time is probably Demon Souls. The rest of them are like walking simulators.
Every single fucking Game Awards or E3 or fucking Sony Direct, I sit there and I hope and I wait for a goddamn Bloodborne 2 announcement or a Bloodborne remake, but they'll never fucking do it, and it makes me want to kill myself.
Well, they can't make Bloodborne because PlayStation Studio Japan's the memory.
Yeah, Japan Studio doesn't exist anymore. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, they could probably get I can't remember what the name of the studio that did the Demon Souls remake.
Blue Point. Yeah.
Handle it. They could probably do it. But the question is, will they? And I want them to. I want a Bloodborne 2. I really, really fucking want a Bloodborne 2.
It's called Liza P. You play Pinocchio.
Yeah, Liza P's fun, but it's not Bloodborne 2.
I know, because it's better.
Oh, shit.
No.
Oh, shit.
I like Liza P, but it is not better than Bloodborne.
Oh, my God. This man talking.
Bloodborne was too easy, though.
Oh, my God. This man talking. This man speaking.
It's okay to be wrong. You know,
Nah,
this man speaking.
It is my favorite game.
Nah, it's cool. The only thing I didn't like about Bloodborne is the fact that when you beat it, it makes you play a new campaign. It doesn't give you the option to explore and clean up stuff. Like as soon as you beat the final guy.
I mean, it's the same thing with Dark Souls.
Dark Souls 1 is the only one that does that. No, 3 lets you pick if you want to start the new adventure at the final bonfire.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You kill the Lord of Cinder, and then you go into the room, and then Fire Lady's like, ooh, do the thing.
Yeah, only Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, and Bloodborne are the 3 that as soon as you beat it, you're playing another campaign. You can't stop it.
I don't know. I prefer that. I like that it ends.
Because like they don't tell you what the hell they gonna ring the 2 bells. You ring the first one. What the hell do I
Yeah,
go
have
down?
fun with the fucking Tomb of the Giants.
But now-
that place sucked.
That's like my favorite. That's my favorite one. Is Dark Souls 1. Cool.
Demon Souls is a lot of fun. I was playing it recently and on PS3 because I was getting nostalgic for it.
I like
Different game.
Bloodborne, but I hate how that game has the worst frame rate I've seen in my life. Like you literally can walk
It's
3
stuck on
rooms in that.
PS4.
Yeah, put it on PC, you cowards.
Yeah, I fucking need to, but I won't.
They
see the
refuse to. I don't even get why they refuse to. I don't want The Last of Us Part 1 on PC. I don't want Ratchet and fucking Clank. Give me Bloodborne, man.
I'm gonna say some out of pocket shit, but I don't care about Ratchet and Clank. I like Jack and Dexter better. I said it.
No, that's not out of pocket. That's the
Say
truth.
some out of pocket.
Please do.
Bready trans bottoms are the best.
That's very out of pocket.
I mean,
I mean ellipses.
It is just the truth. That is all there is.
This is just this feels like an air of dread has encircled this conversation very quickly.
I know what I enjoy.
She's a very honest woman. Butters, speaking on honesty, we got to talk about your infamous collaborator Dumpsville, because
Right.
who is Butters without Dumpsville? Probably a happier, healthier person. But like, what's your process working together? Like, how'd you guys link up initially?
Your autism. So I DM'd him after I had the first major collab I ever had was with Just a Robot. And Just a Robot's a chill guy. We just don't really collab much anymore, just because his style of video and his style of comedy is just not mine.
Yeah,
and we don't really gel when we make videos.
like
Grant and I,
like you don't feed off each other.
yeah.
I feed off of each other's stupidity. And the first time I reached out to him is when I still had I believe it was the second set of FuschiaButter stills with the
The bikini ones.
sort of like wine colored top.
Oh, the lime colored one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. With the trans clip before she had boobs.
Yeah.
And that I reached out to him. I was like, or I went to his server, and then I DM'd him, and I just reached out. I'm like, oh, hey, I collabed with Jar. I've seen you've worked with him. Do you want to do something? And he was just like, fucking sure. So we did Sonic at 3 a.m. videos, I believe, was the first collab we did. I think we did 2 of those. And those videos were very different compared to the later ones we did, but they were still just autism, because we just feed each other and just bounce each other's stupidity off of one another, and we just make terrible jokes the whole time and shit. It's like when we watch movies or we watch a show, and it's just that, and then we just vomit it into a Google Doc, and then we make the video. So Grant and I always work well together. I think I don't know, I can't speak for him, but I can speak for me, where I think, in my opinion, that our best comedy comes from when him and I work together, because we make the videos are just fun. You can just feel that energy of entertaining fun when you watch those videos, just because we are very much so enjoying when we make them together. I believe we were gonna do something together with Cartoonshi, but some stuff happened, and I gotta check in on him. I haven't checked in on him in a bit, but I think he should be. I think he's doing okay now.
Oh hell yeah.
It was just
That's
personal
good.
shit, and apparently the Loud House fandom is a bunch of rabid fucking monsters. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Loud House.
I don't know if he was doxxed. I know Grant's parents were doxxed. at some point.
Dumbs was telling me that he got some pizza sent there or whatever.
I'm just like, man, if I was doxxed, I don't think I'd be able to take it seriously. My response would probably be something along the lines of, "Ha, jackass. I already know where I live.
we were talking about this with another guest of like, because she was like a producer in like the Friday Night Funkin' community and like made a bunch of different mods and stuff. And she was saying like, yo, people are doxing people like crazy in this community. So Zuki and I are going like, what? Are you fucking afraid of like 11-year-old Gavin showing up at your front door going like, yo, like what shooters are coming to your house? A fucking 12-year-old who's into Fortnite? Like, come on.
Yeah. It really isn't that. Like, the only fucking issue that I can see is people just sending pizzas and being annoying.
Yeah.
It's such a strange thing to me because especially as I've gotten older, I'm only fucking 21, so I say this like I'm in my 30s, but
so much wisdom.
I know. So
as I've gotten older, over the last 2 years of going from being 20 to 21, now I'll be 22 in January, but
22. That's the wall.
that's
Yeah,
the wall.
it all gets worse after 22.
No, the wall is when I can rent a car at 25.
You don't get the
Thing that I don't get about people that have wanted to continue just random old beef with me or whatever the fuck, I don't get it, because here I am doing what I'm doing. I've got the friends that I've got. I've been friends with Dumbsville for fucking years.
Yeah.
I've been friends with, Miss ZZ, Teddy the Draws, fucking Manga Common, all these fucking people, and never had any problems with them ever, because I don't cause problems, really, ever. Random fucking people that are either completely irrelevant or from just old drama that they will not let go. It's just like, dude, I have infinitely more important things to deal with and to do than to sit here and hear you complain about how I said something mean to you in a commentary video that doesn't exist anymore.
But
3 years ago.
But you hurt my feelings, Butters.
Yeah, you heard.
Like, I don't even remember what it was about.
That's why you're
I
on
don't
here. You hurt
remember
my feelings years ago. That's this is all social
And, like-
engineering. I brought you on here to confront you.
Yeah.
That one time you made me sad.
Mr. Butters here. We call you Mrs. Margarine.
Damn straight.
Those petty ass fucking things just don't make sense, because I'm like, yeah, I've got a 30,000 subscriber fan. I think it's 33. I don't know.
Talk that shit.
30,000 something subscriber fan base at this point. It can definitely get bigger if I just fucking upload. I just need to fucking upload.
Just be consistent, please, for the love of God.
Yeah, that's fucking hard. I know. I hear about it all the time, but I've got that. I've got this fucking soiree of fans, and I fucking love them to death because they all behave themselves most of the time. I've got them. I've got a fucking book that I published. I have fucking fans of that book. I have people I have all these people that I'm friends with, all these connections that I know. And it's just like, that's what's important to me. Those things are what's important to me. I don't care that I called you a poop nose in like fucking 2017. Like fucking
I do. I care. That shit cut me deep.
Q Mini Me by 50 Cent.
But no, I get what you're saying though. It's like ultimately you've moved on, right? That's the big takeaway. Is that
I've grown up. I'm definitely a far different person.
You have moved with the times, and many people let that stuff linger. And I think that's one of the biggest issues when you are a content creator, is encountering people who are so preoccupied with the past, and they want to show all the chinks in your armor. They want to show all the issues rather than just kind of recognize, okay, well, that person's clearly done whatever with their life. Maybe I should move on too.
Well, I mean, with commentary, it was a whole like, oh, if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. I was like, okay. And then I got out of the kitchen, and they're like, wait.
Just
What do you
hang up here, like,
stop making commentary videos? I was angry at you, and it's like, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
you just hang up your fucking chef's jacket immediately and go like, no, I'm not on Hell's Kitchen anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna go make videos about a racist horse and 2 angry robots.
Oh yeah, I always forget Spritzy's racist.
Intentionally racist. Spritzy's just stupid.
It's ignorance, and ignorance becomes racism over time.
Yes. She is very ignorantly stupid, and I love it.
I like Spritzy too.
So as it's developing, with Sydney being a new character and everything, Spritzy and Phoebe are more or less best friends at this point, because Phoebe's a child and Spritzy's an adult child. They're there. Sydney and Spooky kind of enjoy each other because, Eldritch God, Goth Horse, that Beat Fox would probably beat off too. But...
hey, we're the one show that doesn't make fun of wrestling.
Oh, we're making fun of wrestling now. It's like
We stand on Russell the homie. Yeah, he might be a little.
Yeah, don't let him find out my old videos where I used Fluttershy as my still go nuts.
He might like horses, and he might be a little too passionate about Playboy Cardi, but he's a good man,
and he stood on business.
But yeah, I'm trying to develop the show as more to have more character focused humor.
I've always liked the lore and the characters as you've developed them over time. Like, what made you want to go in that direction? Was it just like you like writing characters and
It is. I like writing and I like creating. I like making characters that people enjoy. That is my bread and butter. It is like my favorite fucking thing to do. I really love it. I loved when my book came out. I still fucking love watching whenever people finish it and they have their reactions in the fucking spoiler channels and people just going wild over it. It makes me feel good because I know that I am good at creating things. And it is like the one thing that I take pride in. And I really just enjoy it. So that's why I went in that direction. Like I could just be, a fucking basic daily upload fucking commentary channel, and I wouldn't be caught dead doing shit like that. I care far too much about my creative integrity. And an example of that is when Grant and I did the Garfield Cart episode of the Butter Show. It was up for about 10 minutes and I wasn't happy with it, so I took it down and edited it more for about like 5 hours and then put it back up the next day because I just felt like there wasn't enough gameplay being shown and I wasn't satisfied with it. So it's pretty much just like I'm a perfectionist to a degree, but not to a degree where it's like too detrimental to what I'm doing.
Right.
Like I can recognize where something's at a point where I can't make it much better, or there's no point in harping on it.
Okay, there's very little I can do. Am I really gonna like keep editing this thing until it's like my magnum opus? Probably not. It's a Garfield Cart video.
Well, yeah, I mean that's just something that whether you're writing or whether you're making videos, that you have to recognize is each thing you do is a learning experience.
Right.
And the first book that I put out, that was an important thing that I fucking learned, because I'm happy with the book. I'm satisfied with where it is. I think it's pretty good. It's obviously not the best fucking book in the world. It's obviously not going to be my best book that I've ever written, because each book after will be better, because I'm able to look at what I've done, be satisfied with what I can do at that current point in time, put it out, and then learn from it when I start again.
Yeah.
Because if you sit there retooling at something for so fucking long, you can't see what you've done and what you can learn from if you don't put it out and start on something else.
No, that's fantastic advice. And like, if you're going to create, obviously you don't want to stand in the way of your future opportunities, right? Like, as someone who is going to continue writing books and continue writing characters, I assume you just want to improve and you just want to keep on like building your universe.
Yeah, you have to create, but you can't let your creating get in the way of you creating.
Yeah,
basically. I'd like to be able to get at least a book out each year. I think it's possible. I think I can do it.
It's fast.
It's like just a lot of work.
Yeah, like depends on. You must have a good work ethic though, because like how long did it take you to write the first Orphan Vale book?
The first one was it's the first book in Orphan Vale. It's the first book I've ever published. So it took a lot, and it was a lot of shit that I didn't know it would take.
Right.
It took about 6 years. The last 2 years were when I actually got serious. So really, it only took about like maybe 2.5 years, I'd say. It's just a lot of things that you don't account for, that you can't properly account for in your head because you don't know about them, is like the actual editing portions and the actual fucking getting like the cover arts done and then getting the copyright information in the book handled and the formatting and all. This is fucking a lot, and you find it out basically each step you go. One thing I see a lot of people do, and like I'm in like different writer groups on Facebook, and this is terrible, but every time whenever I feel a little down about whether or not my shit is good or not, I kind of look in there sometimes, and then I just kind of realize I'm like, okay, I'm doing better than this. So I'm definitely doing better in some regard, because a lot of mistakes that I see in groups like that is people going, oh, I don't need to hire an editor. I can edit myself. No, the fuck you can't.
Hell no. Yeah, I was about to ask you. I was going to ask if you had an editor.
No. Formatting, proper punctuation, and grammar rules are a lot more difficult than you think they are. There's a lot of shit that just slips through, and if you do not get it professionally edited, it will not come out right. As far as I can tell, I don't think there's a single fucking typo in that book, because I went through it so many goddamn times, and I was so thorough with this fucking editor that I had that I made sure that it was fucking perfect. And that's kind of the attitude that you have to have when writing a book to ensure that it's going to be, any good. Because there's people that I've seen that will just write a book and then they'll submit it to a publisher or whatever, or they'll submit it to something, and then the book just gets edited a bunch, and then they don't know what's in their final product. I would lose my fucking mind.
Right.
I straight up have control issues. Okay, that's just an issue that I have, which is why I'm so picky about hiring editors or doing anything like that. And the reason that my art, or the art that I get for Orphanville, looks the way that it does, and the characters look, in my opinion, as good as they do, is because I'm very thorough, and I like to just have my hands in everything that I'm involved.
Yeah, it's like because you and I discussed that of like the art was one of the first things that really like drew me to checking out your book. It's super polished, it's like way more polished than a lot of like books like that are self-published. Or like, are you through a publisher or are you self-published?
Self-published. I mean, I have my own fucking company that I started. I'm still, setting up all the fucking logistics of that and everything. I got to get a fucking website. But basically, Astral Alchemist is going to be like the fucking umbrella company for anything that I put out, anything that I publish, like my fucking YouTube videos. FuschiaButter is a brand under Astral Alchemist. Orphanville is too. It's just a sole proprietor LLC that umbrellas all my shit.
Yeah. God damn, you're a lot more ambitious than I was when I was your age. Holy fuck.
Crackhead. I don't know the meaning of the word slow down.
Yeah, it's like there's obviously a balance, but I commend you for having that work ethic.
It's just there's always stuff to do, and sometimes it is overwhelming, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So what's with the Russell slander though?
Russ.
Yeah, let's bring him back to the homie. It's like that was like half the reason that Zuki and I got Dumpsville on was just going like, why are you so mean to Russell, man? Why are you bullying him?
He wants to stick his dick in that Fluttershy goth pussy, but he won't admit it. He knows it's true. He cannot deny this. We know it's true. Everyone knows that this is what he wants, but he will not.
I commend him for not admitting to that and
standing on business.
Just living man's life. That's slime. That is slime right there.
You just gotta admit it.
He won't. Right when I said that shit, he came online. I think he's got the sixth sense that people are talking about him presently.
He's just gotta fucking own who he is. I own who I am. I like putting collars on trans girls. I think it's pretty fucking cool. He just needs to own that he wants to bang Fluttershy.
Next time we have Russell on, we'll just hit him with the hard questions. It'll be hardball of going like, do you want to fuck Fluttershy, man?
Wait, which form?
What?
I think he prefers the goth Fluttershy.
Yeah, the vampire one, right? Yeah.
No, not the vampire one. The goth. There's a goth one as well. There's a specific episode where Rarity asks Fluttershy to look over her boutique while she's going to be out of town. And Fluttershy does so, but in order to do it, she has to slip into like 4 separate personas because she cannot handle it, and one of them is Goth Fluttershy.
Oh man, so what the fuck season of
That
Friendship
was
is
one of the
Magic
later
was that one?
seasons.
Okay,
It's in the later seasons where Rarity has a boutique in Canterlot.
show changed up.
I don't know shit about this show.
That's for the
Based, you
best.
should watch it.
That's for the best. You shouldn't watch it.
You should watch it.
You should not.
It is good.
You should.
It
you should
is
not.
good.
Don't do it. Don't do
What
it.
else
It's a
you should watch?
slippery slope.
She-Ra.
What?
Oh, the Netflix She-Ra?
Yeah, it's good.
I already watched it.
Yeah,
I was.
In this house, we stay in Capra.
Catra's based, but Entrapped is Entrapped is where it's at, really.
Nah, I'm not with the neurodivergent waifu infected.
What, you don't like the neurodivergent waifu, really?
No, she sounds like Steve Urkel, but a girl to me.
Ooh.
Entrapped is based.
My man Zuki's just like, no, I'm not going to tolerate this woman having autism.
No, it's not even that. It's her voice. She sounds
just
like
her-
she's about to
She
go.
just has that dark ass voice.
I love her voice.
Then I do that. It's like-
I do that.
Laura. Well, speaking on media, like what are some like shows, anime, things that like really inspire you, or you just like generally fuck with?
So the way I gather inspiration for everything, let me grab
It's the IKEA short.
can literally be inspired fucking anything. It does not matter what it is. It can be a sound, it can be a smell, it can be a Family Guy cutaway, it can be fucking Gordon Ramsay saying something on TV, it can be someone doing something stupid in public, it could be a movie, it could be a song. It's literally anything that fucking tickles my fancy. I have the inspiration section here for Orphanville Astray. And
You have an inspiration section?
yeah, I have the back matter. There's there's a letter from the author. There's an encyclopedia referring to some terms in the book.
God
There's an
damn, I gotta
acknowledgement
buy this
section,
book.
There's an inspiration section. But
But she has the backyard.
in the inspiration section, some of the things that inspired things for the Stray. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. The film Logan.
That's a good.
That's a good ass movie.
Let's see. Bucky Barnes from The Winter Soldier.
Just the character himself.
An Instagram model named Britnell Fredericks. Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The SCP Foundation, that's a big one. And, just a bunch of other shit like that. The fights, as for the fights and how...
So that's such a fucking absurd list of things, and you didn't even get into the meat and potatoes of it. It's like,
meat and potatoes of
are you fucking
everything that I
telling me
create.
that you were inspired by JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Family Guy funny moments?
Inspired by everything. Literally everything that I see.
Shit.
Fucking, as for, like, the tone of the fucking book and all that, that definitely is very, anime inspired. I make sure the art's very anime inspired, and just, like, the fights and the energy of the book just has that, but without, some of the things that over-explaining abilities and shit like that. I fucking hate that. I hate that so much.
You want JoJo?
I know, I love JoJo. I love JoJo to death, but like sometimes, man.
JoJo's has such crazy sound design at times where it's like it's so excessive when something's happening.
I want a JoJo stand. It's called Who's in Paris.
Who's in Paris?
Nigga.
Niggas in Paris.
Like, I could see that shit just being in JoJo, not being surprised.
I fucking love that Kanye interview where he goes like, "Why was the song called Niggas in Paris? Cause niggas was in Paris."
My sister would always talk to me about Kanye. She's like, I fucking love his music. I'm like, I fucking hate this man and his existence. I don't care.
This interview is over.
Wait, hold on. You hated Kanye before pre-crazy Kanye?
I've never liked Kanye. I have never liked.
I mean, he is a big jerk, but I don't know, he's very influential. He's like, as a big fan of his, I can always point to the fact that he's like a complete asshole and like, self.
You're a big fan. What are you, industrial?
Oh man,
Metal or plastic?
shit, that hurt. That hurt. That was a groaner. I was like, oh, like, I just felt like the light leave my eyes. He said that. I was like,
I love doing that. I love saying things that are just so droll and terrible that it physically causes the other person
You
pain.
took the melanin out of him with that one.
the rest of it's gone. I'm just gray now. God damn.
Talked about my inspirations before, but as for who I would love, if I had the opportunity to work with two people and no one else ever again. The two people that I really desperately would love to work with is Pyrocynical and Breezy. I fucking adore both of them, but I adore Miss Breezy more because I've mimicked some of her content before. I've done, stupid Gmod videos with funny horses, but she was an enormous inspiration for me. And I just think it would be cool to get her on my show at some point. But fuck, it is hard to get into contact with that woman.
Just send her a subpoena. What, you think I was asking people for interviews? I just sent them legal documents through a shady firm. They show up to court and then it's just me sitting there and going like, hey, you want me on my podcast?
I have an unrelated topic since we're talking about YouTubers.
Yeah.
How do those Rama dudes not get run up on like rap beef?
Probably because a lot of this shit's inconsequential.
Because they be saying it's Rama alert and it literally be like, this dude and his girlfriend are in a domestic disturbance. Let's all look in. And
you think fucking Boogie's gonna run up on you? He can't even walk. Man, if you got lit up by fucking Boogie, you could never go to prison. Like I'd just ask to die. Like if they were putting me in the EMS vehicle, if like the ambulance shows up, I'd just go like, no, I don't want people to find out that Boogie shot me.
Do not resuscitate.
Do not even, don't even take me to the fucking hospital. Just let me bleed out, please. I beg of you. If people find out that Boogie did this to me, let's talk about Family Guy.
I said at one point that the only thing that would get me to play Fortnite again would be if they added Peter Griffin.
He's there now.
He's there.
You gotta reinstall that shit. Are you gonna start streaming Fortnite, Butters?
Streamed the other night, and I was playing the FNAF Plus fan version of it. Fucking pretty good.
Hell yeah.
But I was talking how I hated Five Nights at Freddy's 4 because it scares the shit out of me and I can't play it well. And people were like, oh, you should go play that. So I'm like, fine, give me $50 in 10 minutes and I will go play FNAF 4 right now. And they did it and I hated my life.
Nice.
Should have set the bar higher.
Yeah, $50 is pretty goddamn low to do something you don't want to do.
500.
Yeah.
300.
No, I don't have the amount of fans to make them spend that much money yet.
Zuki, before you got in here, Butters and I were talking about Chicago and Dumpsville, loving Chicago.
Full blood.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck any of that means.
He loves Chicago for all the wrong reasons. He doesn't know that like lives end in those neighborhoods and everyone's miserable there.
I'm sure he fucking knows.
Nah, he doesn't know.
He's just autistic.
I appreciate his passion, but his delivery is lacking at times.
Yeah,
I'm pretty mentally handicapped, right? I would say so. But sometimes, like, I'll realize that I'm not that mentally handicapped. I feel stupid, but I'm not as stupid sometimes as some other people. And, like, my brain is more there than Grant's is sometimes. And I've noticed this because usually I'm the one annoying the shit out of my friends. And then Grant upstages me and I'm like, holy shit, I didn't think that was possible.
He's like the master. When he was on here and he was talking about like Lucky and opium and shit.
In a mission.
Yeah.
To get this motherfucker laid because Jesus Christ.
Why is he so down bad? Why does he choose to be down bad?
Yeah.
The thing is, if he thirsts over another fucking
Golf girl.
we were at Six Flags and we're walking around and I notice a girl to like my left walking past us. I see her shirt. It says homicide on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even know what that is, but I know that in 5 seconds Grant's gonna turn to me and say something, and lo and fucking behold, he turns to me and I don't. Is homicide a Cardi thing, right?
Homicide Gang's a group on his label, yeah.
Yeah.
So he turns to me and he goes, dude, she's got a Cardi shirt on. I looked at him, I'm like, I fucking knew you would say something. And
bro, she likes opium, bro. Ken Carson destroys opium.
Trying, so,
and
like,
it's just my
me
brother died.
and fucking Mango, and we're just trying to get him
I just want this man to just choose to not be the way he is.
He needs an autistic GF. That's what he needs. He needs an autistic girlfriend.
Canada's that way.
Yeah. No, he would strike out here.
Take him to the booty hell.
Oh shit, we gotta take Grant to Montreal. We gotta get him a French girl, fix his life. French goth girl at like a health show or a death grip show. He'd be very happy.
Isn't that just a regular French girl?
Yes, it is. Yeah, all French girls are goths. That's a generalization, sir.
We love him. I don't even know if he fucking uses dating apps. I think he doesn't, and I think I got mad at him for it.
Then you can't be mad if you're not like actually taking chances. You can't be mad.
To keep it a book, he probably shouldn't. He should just try to just do it.
He should do it traditionally. Yeah, dating apps, like obviously, even if he can just approach girls and talk to them.
I mean, yeah, like I'm currently in a situationship, and I'm okay with it for the moment. But like even that, like it's just a relationship, but without the label of a relationship, and without the attempt of the current romantic shit or whatever at the time.
Benefits.
Kind of, except I think it's more intense than friends.
It's like
benefits.
deeper than that, yeah.
It's a lot deeper than that. It's like not ready to commit, possibly at some point. Either way, it's intense, and even if Grant got like a third of that. I'd be happy for it.
Sometimes it's too easy.
So as far as I can tell, I just don't think I'm sexually attracted to cis women, right?
Yeah.
I've had sex with 4.
Yeah.
And each time I was like, not even trying that much, and I was just kind of like, maybe this time I'll like it. 4 times later, not my thing.
4 times
trans women though.
Everybody with a different opinion. Brainz is like, I'm like, hell yeah.
Last night I went to a nightclub for the first time, right?
Yeah.
With a small group of people, and I guess I'm a nervous drinker, and I didn't know this until about 30 minutes in. I'd gotten a Modelo, and after about 5 minutes it was gone, and I was like, oh, I'll be right back. I went to the bar and I got a double vodka lemonade.
Holy fuck.
Went back, and by the time I got back to my group, it was halfway gone, and I was just looking at the glass like, oh, this is going to be an interesting night.
This is like your first clubbing experience?
Yeah, I loosened up, though. Yeah. I got pretty chill with it.
Yeah,
I still enjoy myself, but like whenever I go out, I've noticed that I'm passively keeping an eye on everybody.
Yeah.
I'm always aware of my surroundings. I can never like fully relax, but like I keep an eye on whoever's in my group. Like even if we're just fucking out to dinner, I'm always just making sure that everyone's okay. And I'm not doing it intentionally, but it's just kind of, I don't know how I am. It's a little bit of I guess just altruism.
Right.
I guess I enjoy and feel good about making sure that I got everyone home safe.
Yeah.
I usually am the driver. So I don't know. I fuck with that. I kind of felt that a little bit at Six Flags, but not too much because we were all like smaller groups, so it wasn't too big of a deal. And I feel like Grant's not going to get himself murdered at a Six Flags, so
I don't know. You'd be surprised.
I know, but I was feeling a bit better. There was it was an entertaining experience though. The only situation I guess that we really had was Braxton had to leave early because some fucking video shit. So him and Neon pulled out, and we just did like haunted houses, and I was high while we did the clown one, so that was interesting.
Hell yeah. I can't imagine doing a haunted house like fucking after hitting the move.
It was a fun weekend. I just wish that we planned it better,
right?
Because none of us planned it well. It was very poorly planned.
That sounds. See, that's every weekend with black people. Stuff just happens.
Yeah, it's just a montage of bullshit. Zuki, you were saying. I'm sorry. I heard you trying to pipe in, homie.
No, I was talking about trying to get Dumbsville to the club. Like, there's like 2 types of clubs, and I think the club that Dumbsville wants to go to would be the worst situation for him to be in.
Like he'd want to go to like the industrial, like tech club, or like something something
I was gonna
dank,
say
I
that.
imagine, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say like the Hood Club.
Oh
Yeah,
oh
so
yeah, that'd be
taking
very bad for him.
those clubs.
That'd be very bad for him to take him to a black spot.
If I lose my focus on that man at a fucking black club, he will die. He will die.
You'll just see him at the DJ trying to take requests. Like, can you play Kid Carson?
No, he might Carson, and then he gets jumped, and I just have to watch.
He won't get jumped. They're blind.
Nah, they just think he's a weird ass nigga.
They just look at him, and he's like, "Ah, hey, it's the white boy. It's our favorite white."
Yeah, it's like I'll be real, like fucking a lot of black people do not mess with the kind of rap music he fucks with.
I can't even fucking make fun of him for being white. I'm super fucking white. Some of the shit we were saying
Wait, you're white?
fucking weekend was so white. Wait, did you not know I was white?
Nah, he's completely fucking with you.
I'm completely aware.
Oh,
When I
good.
make
Thank
sense-
God.
He's
When I
very
make-
cognizant
Burn.
of how pale you are.
Like, man, you gotta know how white I am just by how the things that I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah, she talked about Soulsborne, man. That's Caucasian behavior if I ever heard it.
you want to know how white I am? I order burgers and hot dogs plain.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
ketchup's too spicy. Christ.
I just don't like ketchup. I don't like mustard. I don't like too many
I see.
toppings. My ideal burger is a fucking either a brioche or an artisan bun, fucking
Pork.
meat,
Hell yeah.
mozzarella cheese, fried onion strings, barbecue sauce, and bacon.
That's actually not that
shit
bad.
Slaps so hard. It's so good.
No, when I think plain, I think of like the cookout bun with like a
Oh
single
yeah, most of
patty.
the time I just do plain. It's just patty, bun, cheese. That's most of what I do when it comes to burgers.
Yeah,
But if I'm
pork.
adventurous, I'll go for a burger like that because I love that shit.
Hell yeah.
would you find the Hennessy hot wings?
I don't have a good spice tolerance. I will go to Buffalo Wild Wings and order teriyaki wings.
Wait, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Ooh.
You are white.
Ooh.
No. You want to know how white I am? I fucking love Olive Garden. I love Olive Garden so fucking much. It is my favorite place to go out to eat.
Holy shit. Oh man, that's downright luminescent.
You know, they see from Raiders of the Lost Ark when they open up the Ark of the Covenant.
that's just Butter's skin. So I will we'll swing right back to a couple of questions here.
Yeah.
When did you like start wanting to make videos? Like what got you into content creation in general?
Oh no. All right. So back in the day, before I had moved out of Illinois, back in like 2013 to 2015-ish, there was a channel that I made that no longer exists because I wiped out all the videos, and I wish I didn't because they were funny as hell because they were so cringy and terrible. But this was my balls deep My Little Pony phase, right? So I was super, super, super into the show. And I made a YouTube channel called Equestrian Legion. And I would make just random bullshit, like raw recorded Gary's Mod videos with Bandicam, fucking Windows Movie Maker edited videos of like you know like those poor edits where they'll make like a character sing a song, but not like now where it's like an AI voice or someone like doing a voice. It's just taking the song and putting it over clips of characters and shit.
Yeah.
I used to do shit like that. I'd post terrible AMVs, just stuff like that. And that was back when I was just a child and I had no idea what I was doing. And around then, I'd also written my first story with my friends that I have actually printed, and I have 3 copies of it. And it is the worst thing in the world. And one day I will do a drunk reading of it on the channel. I will probably take a drink every chapter, but that'll probably kill me.
How many chapters are there?
Yeah, how many
36.
chapters? 36.
I think 36. I think 36. The original document was 36 pages long.
Oh my god!
I don't think it was 36, but I know that it was 36 pages. But
Okay. I was worried like 36 is a child and it's a cringe story. I'm like, what the cringy things a child could write about that fills up 36 chapters?
For real, I was
So,
gonna say, goddamn.
So it was a fantasy story, and the plot, I shit you not, was just group needs to kill Demon Dragon King.
Nice, very Slayer-esque.
There was just shitty fucking child's POV of what character romance was, and me and my friends just wrote the most horrendous thing imaginable, and it's bad. It's bad, but it's not as bad. Well, I can't. It's probably just as bad, but it is bad enough that it compares to a 6th grade story I wrote that I had to turn in for our Holocaust unit in English class. And the story's title is Crippled Girl.
It tells you everything you need to know.
Had to get their friend, what was her fucking name? Sue. Her name was Sue. They had to get their friend Sue out of Nazi Germany, but I didn't mention once in the story that they were trying to escape from the Nazis. It was just implied.
Yeah.
So they get
show don't tell, you know.
She's in a wheelchair and whatever, and they have to like carry her dumbass out a window. And they're like, how are we gonna sneak this overly large wheelchair onto a boat to get out of Germany? And I forgot that Germany's landlocked.
Yeah, I'm about to say the German Ocean.
Germany, yeah, the German Ocean. Germany's fucking landlocked, and I forgot about that. But I keep drawing attention to the fact in this story that Sue is not only crippled, so she can't walk, but she's also blind. So,
damn,
in this story, I constantly draw attention to it. Like, for a girl whose legs don't work, or something like she couldn't stand, because her legs don't work.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
And this, my child-ass viewpoint of how this girl got through Ellis Island was she had to show that she could still clean, being a woman and all. But ignore the fact that she's blind and crippled.
This is extremely unbelievable.
To show that she can clean a vase to 80% cleanliness to get through Ellis Island to go to America. And I turned this shit in 6th grade for our Holocaust unit and got an A.
Yeah, you thought the teacher was gonna read that? You did the assignment.
I hope he did. I hope he read that shit.
If they knew that she was escaping the Holocaust, they wouldn't have subjected her to the Ellis Island treatment. They're like, oh, you're escaping from a atrocity. Here you go. Welcome to America. To the freedom. Like, nah, if you want to be in America, you got to show us you can work.
Well, the thing is, the whole Ellis Island thing was after the Second World War had ended. So or at least I'm pretty sure it was. So it was either after or before. So my dumbass brain as a child just combined the two into one. So
yeah, the Ellis Island.
My child was like, yes, they would screen the Holocaust survivors before letting them into America, which sounds like an American thing to do, to be honest.
Yeah, the Ellis Island stuff was before World War II.
Okay, thank you.
The way you can remember, the way I remembered it, is like, I like history and I like the reference stuff that I've seen before. I always think about when I hear about Ellis Island, I think about how the Don from Godfather got
Don Corleone, yeah.
They made him change his name when he came through Ellis Island. That was like 1906 or some shit. Yeah, and that was
yeah, because the flashback in like Godfather 2 is like in the 20s or something.
Yeah, the 20s, yeah. And that's like right after World War One. And we know Michael fought in World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mobster Movies, for helping us where history class couldn't. Greatly appreciated.
My favorite part is when the creator of Taxi Driver said the N word.
he just made that movie to go like, I'm gonna say nigga in this movie. Martin, I don't know if you should. No, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
What was it?
In Django? Yeah.
It's just like, I'm not comfortable saying this, and then he just comes in the next day and he's just like
immediately saying
he's method acting.
Well, Samuel Jackson was like, motherfucker, this is Tuesday, say nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson did press him on that movie. It's just like, you are a slave owner in this film, sir. You would say this word often.
Say this word.
Often.
You'll just say, you'll be fucking saying
I got way off topic talking about the crippled Jewish girl. But
no, that was very fucking funny. So it's all good.
So like I did Equestrian Legion, and then I stopped doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I moved to Michigan, the year after in 2017, after the election and everything, I started a channel called That One Asshole, and I used Fluttershy as a juxtaposition sprite set because of how my voice came out, how I toned it, and how I talked about whatever topics I did. It just paired with Fluttershy's, cutesy Fluttershyness in a very interesting way. It was just this douchey tone coming out of this character.
Yeah.
And I have a soft spot for those old videos, and those old videos are still up. And I reached a point where I was using human Fluttershy stills, and then I was like, I need to rebrand. I need to actually have my own thing. YouTube doesn't like the name That One Asshole. So I went, okay, I like pink. Fuchsia is a color of pink. I like Fluttershy. Fluttershy's cutie mark has butterflies on it. Butter. FuschiaButter, and that's how I rebranded it. And then I had my friend, I don't have contact with her anymore. I wish I did, but my old friend Erica made the original FuschiaButter stills, and then that's when I started doing that, and that's when I collabed with Just a Robot. And then when I got my next set of stills, I collabed with Grant, and then blah blah blah, and the rest is fucking history, and my fucking shit just went up from there. But I guess it's just mostly just because I like creating and I like entertaining. I like seeing people being entertained by what I've made. It makes me feel amazing. It's the best fucking feeling in the world, and it's all I like doing.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
We too like to entertain.
What? Speak for yourself, nigga. I hate this shit. I ain't trying to entertain anyone. I'm trying to fucking make a bag and leave. I don't care how people see me. I love doing this shit. I love doing this shit. And obviously we're doing it on a much smaller scale than yourself or Grant. But
one of the things that I've come to accept and understand that I really like is that whether I like it or not, which I do like it, I am a role model. And it's interesting that I've had so many either just gay fans or trans fans come to me and just say that I was the reason that they were able to get the confidence to come out, because they tell me that they like how I own who I am and that I know who I am and that it doesn't fucking bother me, and how my attitude is with my Twitter and on fucking YouTube and all that shit. It's just inspired plenty of fucking fans to come out and start taking estrogen or fucking wear different clothes or embrace who they are, tell their families, stuff like that. And it's cool. It's cool that they look up to me in that way. And I did never think that I'd ever have anyone that looks up to me in any way like that. So it's still kind of wacky, and I don't fully understand it, but I accept it, and I like it. I always try to, like, I'll get DMs every now and then about people just telling me that I helped them transition or whatever, and I just I try to talk to as many of them as I can. I can't fucking talk to everybody, or sometimes I just don't see messages or whatever. But I always like just hopping in and just, congratulating them and telling, or just talking to them, and it's just neat. It's just neat to see how happy and excited they are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No,
That's cool.
no, that honestly, that has to be like such an awesome feeling, you know, and like
It is pretty cool.
like I personally I would love it if like someone who is black and gay was inspired by me, because that's a very that's a different struggle. Like it's very hard to be gay and to be openly black. Or
Here's another
openly black. I rescind my blackness. No, I fucked that up.
here's a direct example. So there's an old fan of mine that was around like when I had 100 fucking subs or whatever, like back then, and they were called Blue Juice, and I remember like most of my old fans, like I remember their fucking usernames, and whenever I see them every now and then, it just kind of I 1,000-yard stare, but they'll pop in and whatever, and I'll say hi or whatever, but we had like a little bit of beef at some point or whatever. It was just, we were both younger. This was like 2017, 2018 era. Different random bullshit going on around then. It's whatever. No one fucking cares. But Juice came back this last couple of months into the Orphanville server. And it was just interesting talking to them. They were surprised that I recognized them and remembered them. And they'd come out as trans and started transitioning, right. And I was like, fucking it's just like it was just cool to see that. But it's stuff like that happens all the time, and I'm fucking here for it.
Absolutely. No, that must just be pretty inspiring, and like being able to see your fans in that light, as people who have somehow been inspired by your content and have grown and made those choices. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, and then that can send people that's going through the same struggles that you went through, and you made their lives easier. It has to be a phenomenal.
Yeah, like
pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, that's got to be comforting for a lot of people who are navigating those kind of struggles. Now, on that topic, like, what are some of the challenges you faced as a trans creator, as someone who's been like extremely open about being a trans woman and has made that like a major part of their identity as a creator?
It is definitely a challenge. There's some things that I run into every now and then. I've never really run into another creator that I've tried to work with or talk to that's, disrespected me in any way. Everyone that I've fucking met has been fucking stellar, and I love them all. I fucking, I fucking Grant already. I've been friends with Teddy for a long time. ZZ, Libby, Libby's not around anymore, unfortunately. But, that's never really been a problem. I'll get the occasional transphobic comments or replies or whatever. That shit doesn't fucking bother. It used to bother me more, but it doesn't bother me anymore because I like bullying people. It's so entertaining to just make fun of people who are stupid because I know they're stupid. And it's they can't possibly insult me because I'm sitting here like, okay, you're just hitting me with the, oh, you'll never be a woman. And I'm just sitting here like, yes, I'm going to get insulted by this person with 0 followers on Twitter when I've published a book and have a channel with 30,000 subscribers and have probably done more with my life than they ever have or will. And I'm only 21. So it's like, that shit doesn't bother me because I already fucking know who I am. I know what I am. I know where I am. Fucking cannot hurt my feelings with that shit. But, the bigger issues and the things that I struggle with more is like more like close to home and personal things. I gradually have become more and more comfortable with more femme presenting things, like fucking painted my nails for the first time like last month, and that shit was fucking cool. I enjoyed that. But I go slower than most trans people do when it comes to how I, live. But it doesn't help that my parents aren't exactly that supportive.
Mm.
And like I still live with them, and it's frustrating as all hell because like I love my parents and I know they love me, but they don't love who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And it does bother me, but it's whatever. I can fucking deal with it. I have my sister and my brother and my nieces and my sister-in-law and other family that are very, very supportive. So all that's good. I didn't lose any friends when I transitioned. All my friends have been fucking crazy supportive, which is great. Like when I first came out to my friends in high school that I'd known since I moved from Illinois, like we were best friends for fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
All of these people. But I told them, and they were just they were just instantly fucking supportive, and it surprised me because we were all from like fucking corn town buttfuck nowhere, and they were just instantly like, okay, we're on board.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a really reassuring and cool feeling.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much, most of the things that I have to deal with. Dysphoria is a bitch, but it is what it is. And until I can really get like, facial and neck surgery or anything like that, it's just gonna be something I have to deal with. But I'm always gonna have my voice the way it is, unless I, voice train to, better femme present in public. But yeah, still not really too worried.
Is
about
that is that something that's like appealing to you, or are you like, because okay, because you sounded deliberately kind of interested in retaining your voice.
Yeah, like I'm fine with the man my voice is, because like I could also just pretend to be mute.
Mm-hmm.
if I have to go out and I just don't want to talk to people, I can just pretend to be mute. just do that. But yeah, that's that. One interesting thing that about the show that you might find interesting, that if you didn't already know, Lubot, Phoebe, and Sydney, if they were human, are canonically black.
Damn.
Yes, Lubot and Phoebe are black.
Hell yeah, inshallah. I knew Lubot was tapped in this whole time. I knew it.
Lubot, my nigga.
Lubot carries. Is it because Lubot carries?
Yeah, because Lubot ain't about any of this shit. That's as
great.
That's as black as you can get. She ain't fucking with any of that bullshit that you guys are pulling in the house.
I gotta find, someone drew them as human, and I gotta find it, but like they gave Phoebe space buns and shit, and she's adorable as hell. I don't fucking know where that drawing.
I ain't gonna lie.
Somewhere.
I didn't know that their hairstyle was called space buns. Officially, we always call them Afro puffs.
Yeah, those are Afro puffs. Who the fuck is calling them space buns?
You tell I'm white because I call them space buns.
Yeah, I'll say.
Let's see if I can find the picture. It should be in my community tab somewhere.
I remember that Animal Cross the thing. I'm like, oh, the little white character
space
got
buns.
Afro puffs. That's appropriation.
Nigga, that's some white guilt shit. Space buns? That was the biggest tell, was calling them space buns. Nah, it's Afro puffs, man. What are some of your like future plans, and like what's some content that you would like to do down the line?
So I'm still mulling over the possibility of doing solo videos again.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that I have more content around. I do have my filler videos where I'll like watch stuff with people, or I'll play a game or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't make those as often. But as for the Butter show, like I said earlier, I'd like it to be more about the characters interacting with what it is the review is on. So like them playing the game or whatever. There's a video I want to do that'll be fucking ambitious as hell for me to do, but it would be the characters playing and learning how to play Magic.
Mm-hmm.
So it would function as simultaneously a guide, like a pseudo guide for Magic the Gathering, but also a comedic long form skit of the characters learning how to play it.
Right.
And also working in jokes about it that Magic players would enjoy. So that one will probably take a long fucking time to do. The Scream video has to be done, and then I gotta get the fucking VeggieTales video. So a smaller YouTuber that just started doing stuff. That's someone who's done, some script aid for me at points is Supreme, and he is in a collab with me and Dumbsville on VeggieTales that we recorded last year.
Okay.
That hasn't been made, so it's coming after the Scream video.
So that's like on the horizon. Yeah.
As for book shit, next year I'd like to get hopefully the second book out, or a collection of short stories that take place around or after the first book.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I want to get a book out each year. I have a lot that I want to write.
Hell yeah.
That is like Orphanville related and isn't Orphanville related. So speaking of, have you bought my book yet?
Me?
Yeah. Thank you.
I will. I promise. Zuki can't read, so he can't buy it.
Fine, he can buy it anyway. You gotta put it on your shelf. It'll make it look intellectual.
Nah.
I think I own a bookshelf.
Next to your bed by the cart.
Zuki sleeps in a race car bed, so he doesn't have room to store books. But I will purchase it. I was very excited when you announced the book. I was excited to join the server and like follow along with everything. I can't lie, I'm just broke. I'm just routinely broke, but I will absolutely buy a copy. It's on Amazon, right? Are there other ways to purchase
it? It is on Amazon. I'll send you links like the website.
And I will mention, usually we like to wrap on this too. It's like, what are like some guilty pleasures of yours? Like things that I don't want to say like embarrassed, but like you're cognizant of them being kind of weird or different to be into. Like, what are some strange things you really enjoy?
Well, I've mentioned putting collars and leashes on other trans women like 3 times, so I think that's one of them. But as for, I play a lot of Magic the Gathering. That's not really a weird one though. It's more or less a hobby. But,
that is weird.
That's weird.
Magic the Gathering is weird.
As far as guilty pleasures go,
Mm-hmm.
I think people underestimate the amount of Family Guy I watch. I have restarted Family Guy at least 24 times.
Based Griffin enjoyer. We love to see it.
Every night, I either put on Peter Griffin or Gordon Ramsay on my TV, one or the other, and I go to sleep.
Hell yeah.
That is what is always on my fucking TV.
I mean, personally, I'm a Seth apologist. I like Family Guy.
Okay.
So,
this is a massive fucking guilty pleasure. Long John Silver's chicken tenders.
Oh yeah, you get her out of here.
Yeah, all right, we're done. No, Long John Silver's chicken tenders. You getting chicken from Long John Silver's?
It's good.
That they use on the fish. It's like the same batter.
Oh,
it's so good.
That's foul. That's foul.
It's so greasy, but it's so good.
I was with you at Family Guy. I really was, but
fucking 54 minutes away from me.
Now, what about the civil war you caused in our humble kingdom with these Jerry feet?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's a good ass question. Juri Han.
The thing is, I'm not a foot person, right?
But you make fun of me fucks.
But I would put Juri Han's feet in my mouth.
What's the difference? Why Juri feet?
Juri Han's feet are special.
She doesn't wash them.
No.
It's the attitude. It's the fucking paint on her nails. It's the way she looks at people and the way she moves. It's Juri Han's just hot.
Damn.
That's just what it is.
I bet you've never played Street Fighter.
I have. I've played Street Fighter 2.
He was
All right.
That doesn't count. Everyone played 2.
Yeah, that doesn't count. You gotta play Street Fighter 5, 6, 4.
Play Street Fighter. I play Chun-Li, and I only play Chun-Li.
No, like
Chun-Li's hard.
No. That's a pretty okay like off the hop pick. But like pretty much anytime we have an episode of this shit, we always like belittle someone's fighting games taste. Butters, pick up a copy of Street Fighter 6 when it goes on sale.
I like Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Oh, cool! It gets rolled back.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't really like fighting games that much. Like
Don't you like MK though? I thought you liked MK.
I liked Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
I'm just not good at it. Whereas like I like Fighter Z because it's far more forgiving with inputs and shit.
Yeah, it is.
And I like that. I don't like having to memorize fucking combos and random bullshit to fucking play the game effectively or at an even slightly competitive level.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I don't like getting unlocked. I don't like fucking shit like that. I hate it.
No, that's the point. You practice the lab, you get good at doing it.
It's resilience. Yeah, it's becoming resilient in the face of adversity.
No, it's like watching some jackass build a fucking tower in Fortnite in 5 seconds. That's why I only play no build whenever I've played Fortnite. Because I'm not a fucking bitch.
Everybody plays no build now. Like, I ain't trying to fight an architecture when I snipe him. Like, this man done built a tower.
And like, if I recall correctly, you're a Sailor Moon fan as well, correct?
Yes.
As am I. I love me some Sailor Moon. So like,
you couldn't tell, I have 6 of the 9 Figmas in the animation color.
Hell yeah. How do you feel about Crystal? No, I'm asking the questions here, sir.
I haven't watched Crystal yet. I'm still watching the original.
All right, you can go now, Zuki. I had to ask a controversial question. You can go now, Zuki.
I was like, so is she Sabrina to you or Usagi? There's only one correct answer.
It's Serena.
Usagi.
Yeah, it's Serena, you racist, and also Usagi.
I call her slurs. She's really, 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 really stupid, and I really
is.
Yeah, she is.
But my favorite character is probably Jupiter because I really like Mako.
Oh, Mako's the best.
What was that one scene where she was it was the tall set in the sky? She's like, boys don't dance.
Yeah, that was Sailor Jupiter. Yeah. And she was looking bad as hell. I posted that shit on Twitter just saying that the men stay fucking up. If you don't try to dance with a bad bitch who's 6 even. Now before we wrap up, Butters, is there anything you want to promo? Anything you want to say to the audience before we cut her?
Of course, subscribe to my channel FuschiaButter. I will upload, I promise, at some point. But also specifically follow my Twitter, FuschiaButters, and follow my Twitter for Orphanvale. Brainz will have the fucking links or whatever.
Absolutely.
But definitely, if you can, support my book and join the book's Discord server because it means a lot to me and I put a lot of fucking effort into that shit. And if you like gay people, you'll like the book. It's about gay teenagers.
It's a gay ass book. I haven't read it yet. I will though. I'll pick up a copy.
If you've ever watched the show and you're like, man, I wish these girls would kiss. That would be. They do that.
Oh damn.
You look at a pair of characters, and you're like, I ship them, and then there's an actual possibility.
My God, girl smooches. Who knew?
Girl smooches.
But as for myself, before we wrap up, always hit up Young Blackbrainz on YouTube and on Twitter, aka X. I'm always dropping shit. I'm always streaming. I'm trying to stream this week. FuschiaButters. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Greatly appreciate your time.
No problem.
Hell yeah. And of course, to the audience, peace. We motherfucking out. Bye-bye.